Hello, this is j&ntravels at the Pop Century Resort. We just got off the Skyliner and we're going to take a walk around this resort. So Nancy and myself, John and Nancy, and Smiley is hanging in the back here. If someone would give us some thumbs up if you are actually hearing us, I would appreciate it. So there's a whole new issue now with Disney resorts, which we've run into in the last 2 weeks. When we got here in January, we were getting on to the resorts and doing our typical resort hopping with no problems. Now they've all kind of nixed it. And this was one of the easiest to get into is the Pop Century. And they wouldn't let us do it. So what we had to do is go over and park at the studios and take these gondolas, Skyliners, over to the... You having problems with that? Oh, okay. So we just got up to Skyliner. This is, if you're not sure what this is, the value resorts are the lowest or the best value, obviously, for a resort at Disney World. And then the next step up are these. There's Pop Century, and on the other side of the bridge is the Art of Animation. You got it broken now? Okay. So we're going to take you for a ride. That is the directory. Okay. Can you hear me all right? If you can hear me, please give me some kind of a symbol. Okay, these are the big thing with the animation and the value. If you've never been on their property, is oversized icons. So this particular. Okay, so this one is the 60s. We start off here. I apologize if this thing's bouncing a little. I noticed the battery was dead on my stabilizer. So this is 60s. The old peace signs. Nancy, remember all those? The peace everywhere. This is quite the nice setting here. I think this is the only. I'm trying to think. I don't think the All Stars. I don't think the other ones in this price group have any kind of water on the property, other than the swimming pools. And I will stop when I see one of these signs. I think they're interested. I'll just flash it on there. I realized the yo-yos was a 60s thing. What? Oh, yeah, I know. Alligators and snakes in this area. It's funny, at our resort last year, they had one of those smaller signs, and all of a sudden this year, it's like 3 times the size, and it says frequent visits. So I just wonder if something happened over the year. 63, largest civil rights demonstration to date. Now, this is an instant matter. The camera was launched here, too. More oversized yo-yos. The bowling pin. Bowling. Let's see. What are those icons on the side, Nance?
Yeah.
What are they? Transistor radio. Remember those days?
Transistor radio. I used to bring my transistor radio to the beach.
Yeah, I know. Sensor shows women heading to work in record numbers. The laser is created. This is 60s. It doesn't seem that far back for us, does it? But Lorraine, can you hear us? I don't know how the volume's working on this. Records, those are the old 45s, Nance. Remember you have to put that little adapter in the middle of them?
Alaska and Hawaii admitted to the U.S. Frank Lloyd Wright's creation.
So I don't know if that's when phonograph records came or just the 45. Great. Trying to keep this thing steady. Hey, Paul, Lorraine, I saw Cruise. Where is it here? Cruise Nuts, thanks all coming in. Very nice down here. We're getting probably, I think the next 10 days is 70s to 80s. So good swim weather. We'll probably spend the day in the pool on Tuesday. Tomorrow, I think we're going to the Animal Kingdom. So each part of this resort, Pop Century, is set into a decade. So we're going through the 60s right now. Each one has an oversized icon, as you can see. It's dancing, transistor radios, 45 records. And a lot of them have these signs, which are very interesting. So we're in the 50s now. I guess we left the 60s. We're in the 50s. Across the water, that's the art of animation. 1955, Disneyland opens. World smog is first used. Smoke and fog. Okay, the word smog. Okay, we'll cut back here. So that's parking. If you weren't here earlier, it's very hard now getting onto these Disney resorts. It's kind of a bummer because that was one of the things we used to do the most. This year we got the annual pass, so we haven't needed to get on the properties. But next year, when we probably won't get the annual pass again, I'm not sure which way we'll do it. Here's inside one of the rooms, if you can see it. Curious what the rooms look like. '80 in Texas. What was the lowest it got in Texas this year? Okay, so these are the hallways on the 50s. So let's work our way. Let's go out towards the main pool. There's Nancy holding up the rear. So I want to say there's usually two pools, themed pools. They seem to like bowling a lot in this one, so you can't really see it from here, but I think that's a bowling pin. You can see the bowling shoes. Oh, nice, cool jukebox. Somebody remember these songs? Cheerleader. I don't remember a lot of those. So this is the center spot. Okay. We lost Nancy again. So if anyone could find Nancy. Hey, Tanisha, how you doing? NDT show, thanks for coming in. All right, Nance, I'm looking for you. Not around the pool. Some more transistor radios. Ping pong game. That's not good. Disney music in the background. What does that say? Sock hop. Nice wheels. Okay, there's you got the tramp over there. Pretty big icon, pretty cool icon. Guess that's a doghouse. Is it a lady? Okay. I think there's a second pool in this complex. So if you're looking to come down and you want to stay on property and you're looking for value, you value resorts, sports, movies, music are your best deal. In fact, we actually were over at the sports. I should have filmed there. We met Danny Griswold, the captain, Billy J, Mark from Cruise World, and also has a new Disney channel called Explore the Parks. So we met them actually at our condo first and went over to see Danny at the All Star Sports. So that's definitely a good option if you're looking to do something a little on the budget. But I remember renting at All Star Sports when it was $49 a night. They call it the budget resort, but it's a little higher than that now. I think it's well over $100 a night. These are the next step up. There's a second pool. So let's go into the main food court right now. Let's see. Look at where we are. Let's see. That's where we are right there. I think we found Nancy over the trees back there, creeping through. Actually, let's go over the pool first. Okay, so this is the main building. Check in, and I think the food court is also in there. You see how they have that perforated for big winds and stuff like that. The restroom's all decked out. Reminds me of that little show, Laughing. Ping pong. I'm not sure what that, if that's just the giant flower or not, the shape of the pool. Can you dig it? Peace, man. Finally found you, man. was Play-Doh. I remember those things. Remember these shapes, Nancy? You'd hook it on the end of the machine for Play-Doh, and you'd squeeze them through. Remember these? You'd put on the end of the machine, and you'd try and squeeze them through. Kiddie's pool. So this is 60s here with the yo-yos. And there's the old Jungle Book movie, Disney movie. I always thought that was more recent than the 60s, but it's on the 60s building. This must be for crafts coming up. Now, we did some resort hopping about a month ago when we first get down here. You're lucky if you got 1 or 2 people in the pool. But the temperature definitely has taken a swung up into the, like I said, the 70s, and they're talking some 80s midweek also. So 50s, 70s, and 90s. Let's see if we can get into this building from behind. It's like a big wheel down there. Actually, let me take you down that way before we go inside. Maybe that will give Nancy a chance to catch up to us. Now this is Princess. There's races this weekend. I think they started Friday and they actually run through on Monday. Disney also runs a virtual race. I'm not sure how you do that. They charge you $200 for it. This is the area in between. So they had races each day. I don't know if that added to the reason they're not letting people in. Country Highway 70s greatest hits. This is a little goofy statue and a car on display that you can pose with. Kind of cool. What do you like best for icons, Nancy, we've seen so far? Wow. Like the ones in the Disney movies? Groovetown Records, 8-tracks. I have 8 tracks. I went through a transition when I was younger. I think I had 2 8-tracks, and they were transitioning everything to cassettes. Nancy, guess what that is? Anyone know what that is? You want to guess what this thing is?
It's a mood ring.
That's right.
Why? Mood rings. I love mood rings.
I'm a 60s kid. Yeah, I go back to 59 myself. So these are all the dances. Get down. Polyester. Let's see what else we got up there. Mood ring, as you said. What does that say? Something with handles?
I never had those elevators.
I know. Oh, look at this thing. Now, this would be interesting, wouldn't
Oh,
it?
I like that. Twisting.
It's actually built into the ground. Oh, that's funny. And you play it. Good, Nancy. Want to try? Put your foot on the.
No. I don't want to hurt myself. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Big wheel. I remember that well. Looked like the strangest thing, but it was very popular. Very popular. And the old Mickey Mouse phone. Those must be worth a pretty penny nowadays. I like these little fields, like the old soccer, Nance. The little soccer game.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
Big wheel. Yeah, you were planning on coming downhill already, weren't you? And then you get a new van or something. You must have that in your future. Discotheque. That was during my younger years. That was a big disco scene. Remember that, Nance? Okay, let's walk back this way. Bad you couldn't make these things move. Let's climb up there so I can get your picture. Hey, Najuma. Thanks for popping in. We've done Polynesian. We have a live for that. If you're interested in that resort, and of course, this is our second resort, our third live. I think a lot of people are in the parks doing stuff, and so we thought maybe we hit some of these resorts, which are becoming more rare since they keep people from just touring them. So if you want to either throw in the chat or if you're watching this in replay, throw it in the comments. If there's a particular Disney resort you want to see, and we could maybe, because we're thinking of doing the All Stars next, but if some people like something better they want to have a look at, just a walk around like we're doing today, give us a heads up. You can also email us any suggestions, j&ntravels at yahoo.com. It's a close-up without people in it. Good old Goofy. I'm not sure what this car is. It Thunderbird? This car, Nance. No, I think it's a full prop. If you can see inside. I think it opens. No. What kind of car is that? Is that Thunderbird?
Yeah, I think it is.
Doesn't have the wings.
It's saying on it.
No, it doesn't. It's probably intentional.
I think it is a Thunderbird. Yes.
All right, let's head into the building, Nance.
70's greatest hits.
Oh, okay, Lorraine. I thought you had already done the conversion part of it. What's the matter?
I'm reading. It says Lone Horse Studio.
The really sad part when you stay on site. The theming's so nice, you feel like just staying on site, and you waste most of the day if you're going to the parks or something. I think this resort actually covers from the 50s to the 90s. I'll have to go, if to make expansions, go back any further. What's that, 80s? That says, let's see, pop. 80s, 90s, 70s. Okay, so that's the bar called Pepper. Let's see. So as you can see, they have a lot of those slushy machines. You can have either a frozen drink or frozen alcohol drink or a slushy. And that's tattoos over there. It's a type of activities if you want to stay on site. So you've got the arcade, character hunt, you do a campfire with s'mores, poolside, Mickey tie-dye. That's what we're seeing across the pool. Make your own yo-yo. That's pretty cool. Nighttime trivia, boombox bingo, and then movies under the stars. So it's like Sunday, right? So Coco tonight, Soul, Frozen 2, Aladdin, Cool Runnings, Tinkerbell, and Toy Story. They're movies. All right, Nancy, let's go inside. All right, so you come in, and every one of these, this is usually separate. Most of the resorts, you have a main area where you check in, has a gift store, and I think they all have an arcade. Give it a quick skim inside of some of the games. I remember that. Talk about retro. This is a pretty big arcade. The other's not as big. So we're not on the cruise, but we've already got 7 ducks back at our place. That's good, Nancy. Look at that sandwich. How you doing? Good. It's pretty. All right. Trying to go slow through here. Nancy, on these, anything here you want to comment on, Nancy? The Game Boys came after us, but we had this Wheel of Fortune game.
Yeah.
That came really with our son, the Game Boy, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, remember these things?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got rid of ours.
You know what those are called, anyone?
Oh, I love these. The kids have those too.
Is that the thing you're supposed to keep someone alive or something?
Yeah.
Erin, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Thank you very much, Erin. Yeah, I was wondering, because I remember that too, Lorraine, about building another resort. So I didn't realize that the Art of Animation, which is right across the bridge from here, was actually supposed to be another one of these. So, look at all this stuff, Nancy. Old computers and video games, more cartridges. We had that Family Feud game, all the old TV shows. Cabbage Patch dolls. I had those baseball, the football games, and Trivia Pursuit. Gee, fun to work on. Little wheel. I think those are the, well, it says big wheel, but that looks like a little version of it. I remember those two sizes at least. Old TV shows. I don't know what that red thing up top is. I know. Anyone know how they get the music out of this? Polynesian didn't have a lot. This place seems to have a lot of background music. I met a guy yesterday at the place we volunteered out here that lives right on Route 66. You've never been to that retro, there's my first Superman right there. The retro restaurant and studios that we went to yesterday, up the old drive-ins. Now it's all done through the radio. This is what I live with, and I remember in the winter once they actually opened in the winter where they had someone plowing out one spot for a person. And they had a box like that was actually a heater. Didn't work very well. None of the old ice trays. It's a pretty cool lobby. I guess I've never been in this lobby before. The jukebox. I had that lunchbox. Yes, I had that lunchbox.
You had that lunchbox?
That lunchbox, yeah.
Oh, that's cute. It really looks like coffee.
I know. Maybe it is.
I love these.
Yeah, I know. Okay, now let's see what we got. It's over here. Just a sitting room, I think. Yeah, it's just a sitting room. And this is where you come in to check in. So you come in through the main doors, and then you park there. You check in here. We'll go into the gift shop in a minute. But it's the whole hallway here of nostalgia. Anything to do with that red thing is up top? Anything to do with that red thing is up top there next to the Mickey phone? Think it's just a monitor of some kind? Yeah, I don't know if, after the fact if you click on mute music, if it takes, it will take. I guess it would take it out. Probably take my voice out too for those parts. But this is the. Okay, I realize they did this in the lobby, so I'll just do a quick scan here. So they break down the check-in desk by decade. There's the old drive-ins that you see. One of my favorite things to do. And that is the 50s. And you get the 60s here. You move on and you get the 70s. I actually had one of those cameras, I think, at one point.
It's a TV.
Is that what it is? A TV? Okay. You see these according to decades, and you jump out there. Then you get your 80s over here.
I knew what most things were, but the red one stuck me.
The 90s Disney cruise. And then that 30 years ago, one of those best cruise. Yeah, so see how much she's caught up on the caricature. All right, take a peek in. There's some Pin Trade and Vacation Club there. Transportation to the parks, and then this is a gift shop. Actually, this is the first time I've seen a gift shop with the food court.
Yeah.
Let me do a walk around the gift shop and then take a peek at the food court. So let's see. Well, these are cute characters. See if they have the Olaf anywhere now. Yes, what are the you put on Gigi pets? Are those the things that you try and keep them alive?
Yeah.
And the other those hairy things are the Furbies, right?
Yeah.
Disney bus out there. Pony Magic Kingdom. Cash register. Yes, I'll be on the other side. Skyliner Christmas ornaments. So I guess that's your merchandise side. It's very weird how they divide it. So there's really no main divide. It's just space like this, and this goes more into, I guess, some snacks like that. It's kind of cool too. Stuff for your room. I always get. All right, so these things are something I know a price on here, like maybe a buck normally or something. $4 here for the snacks. What put them on for $7 here. Not sure what those are in the grocery store. Lots of candy. Let's see, we get these for $1.25, and these are $7. So I guess you're paying about $5 for the bag. Alcohol. I guess that's if they have the Disney name in it, I guess these are cute mugs. These are kitchen stuff. So that's the two sides of the gift shop. Like I said, kind of different, but this is connected to the group. I'd love to find one of these is just a stuffed animal. So we're dying to get one. So we go in to the food area. Okay, here's all your seating. Oh, okay, it's like this. This side looks a little fancier than the other side. Your penny presses. Now, at Disney, you can just get your drinks by the cup, or staying here, you can get, for the length of stay here, a refillable mug. So, actually, I'll show you that in a minute. Let's go in here. Look at what's offered to you at the kitchen. So you've got a runner's pack, a starter breakfast for the runners. Like I said, there's like 4 races over this weekend. There. Just peeking here. Surfer Girl, nice to see you in here. She came down just recently. We're kind of hoping to go to a park, but she was there, but it just never happened. Wow, that's double the price for entrance. Yeah, I thought it was even more than double. Maybe it's just double. Just having fun. Are you still down here? Larry. Larry goes live on Monday nights if anyone's looking. One of our mods. Hello, everyone just came in. Thank you. Peace. So we're at the Pop Century Resort. We had all sorts of problems. It took us quite a while to get here because Disney has taken a policy now, at least they're claiming it's a policy. They're going to do at all the resorts and not let you in unless you have a dinner reservation or a resort room reservation, which we didn't have. Since we have the annual pass this year, probably this year only, we parked over at MGM and took the Skyliner over here. Just got here about 2 minutes of 2, so we didn't make it in time. That was fun riding the Skyriders anyways. Okay, so you got burgers at this one. And they claim one of our big things was resort hopping. So I'm hoping this is just a temporary thing and they're just going to change the policy back to what it was. All right, so you got, like I mentioned, this is wine, small cups of wine. So what does it cost for a cup of wine? Let's see that here. Remember, we're Pop Century, so they have nostalgia everywhere. Those are, remember the old light brights? Battleship. You see all over Toy Story Land. I think it's like a tape recorder. I never had one. The cereal. So there's, all right, well, the mini balls of wine here at 21. Same thing there. I don't know what the glass is. Of course, your ice cream sandwiches always gets me at the parks. These poor kids, one little juice bar is only $6. Parents must go crazy. And your sodas, what do you get for soda over here? Small soda looks like $5 for soda. salad, desserts. That's a pretty dessert. Banana cupcake. So that looks good. And then of course your pastry. So there's a decent variety here. Let me see what this one is. Okay, you got your chicken parmesan pasta. This would be my nice Italian slice of pizza. Super slice of pizza, $12. Let's see how big it is. So that's a slice of pizza right there. $12 for that. Fries. And then we gotta go again around the corner here. There's your cash registers. You can create your own entree. So that's, I don't know if you can read that. So barbecue beef, $15. Some salmon, $17. Okay, looks like chicken wings right there. Looks good. Yo-yos out the window, more seating. So then when you get your collection of food from in here, go through the register, and like I said, you can buy a drink separately. Condiments are here for you. Or you have I didn't realize they had a microwave. Let's see, where's the drink? Okay, here are the drinks. Yeah, so my understanding, I have yet to get one that you somehow. Okay, it says place cup underneath, and it's supposed to be a chip on it. And somehow it reads a chip and fills up the cup.
You know the system.
Just finished a tour of the kitchen, Nance. Okay, so that's this area. Alright, so we came in that main entrance out there. If you are just popping in, you want to see a lot of the nostalgia and the displays on the walls. Just rewind and replay and take a look at them. Alright, let me stop here now. I'm in the shaded area here and take a quick peek. Let's see. Alright, Antimas, saw that one. Sister, hello everyone. Edna, nice to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I understand why. Yeah, I don't know why either. And the weird thing is they contradict each other quite a bit too, because we came, like I said, at the very end of December, and we went to the resorts, no issues, to see all the Christmas displays. And then after the first of the year, we went to Polynesia for a Dole Whip. We went to Grand Floridian for a walk around. There's a few other, like I said, we went to the All-Stars, no problem. Then all of a sudden, a few weeks ago, they started, Polynesia was the first to reject us. And they said, this policy's been in place for 6 months. Now, I can understand a little bit with the monorail resorts so that people aren't parking and then taking up spots and then scooting into the parks a little bit. But this was so far away, the Pop Century, the All-Stars, that they never had an issue. So I'm wondering if there's anything to do with the race. We're going to try it again next week when there's nothing going on and see if you have problems getting in. He claims it's going to be this way all the time, the guy at the entrance way. But I just think of the stuff it's missing. Like we went to the boardwalk and the guy told us this is at the beginning of our stay, he told us we had 3 hours to walk around. And he basically coaxed me in. He says, you're going to get lunch, right? And I said, well, we're going to walk around. No, you don't want to walk around. You're not allowed in if you walk around. You're going for lunch, right? You want to buy some food. I said, yeah, that's what you want. And he let us in. So, they're tweaking it a lot. It'd be interesting to see as we get closer to the spring breaks and even the summer if they keep enforcing this and if it comes back next year. But we would go in and you go to Polynesian and you get a Dole Whip. You might get something in their food court. Our big thing when we went to resorts was these type of food courts, either meeting people at the food courts or just stopping there for a snack. I mean, it seems like a lot of business they're kind of uh, eliminating by doing that. Let's see. Yeah, these are all U.S. dollars, Larry. Oh, the penny press is today. It's about low 70s. It's maybe mid 70s. Let's just go outside. He's trying to get away from this background music. It's not working. Let's go over the pool and let me get in the shade so I can finish reading these chat answers. All right, so walking by the bar. Let's find a tree so I can see the chat. Okay. Doesn't that look good though? I mean, that's absolutely loved our pool swimming in the winter. It's our third year doing the snowbirding. All right. Let's show bush where it's shaded. Yeah, mini ball of wine that is, Larry. The price of Disney are off the charts. Let's see. We always end up saving money with either eating or something when we resort hop. I know. It's most people aren't going to do it. To resort hop, it takes you several hours, and most people get a drink. We used to go over like the Coronado. We'd stop for a mixed drink, and sit down and have it. Plus, if you fall in love with the resort, you're going to come back or you're going to recommend it. Yeah, I do like, I think, all the Disney food I've had. Yeah. I guess the way to think of Disney, Larry, is the rest of it's got your mock-up built right into it. Let's see. Nancy looking for me. Food court. Found you. Thanks, Surfer Girl. Yeah, there's Nancy right there. I buy my food from Instacart and load up on stuff and bring it to the box. And we wait. Sand in the sunshine for a second. We don't see much sunshine. All right, Larry. How's that? Let's see. That nice sunshine. Larry gets overcast or rain. It's pretty depressing. Great way to do that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know this was I just found the button now, man. I didn't even know this was race weekend, to tell you the truth. Until someone told us we were one of the parks and was mobbed. And they said, well, it's race weekend. So I looked online. Not doing my research like I usually do. I usually have everything laid out. But getting back to the food, I mean, we've now been in the park, let's say 23 times or so on this annual pass. Like I said, we're going to do it to death. We would go broke on the food alone. So what we do now is we get cold cuts, we get rolls. We usually pack a couple sandwiches each, plus a bunch of snacks, and I have it in my man bag. You see my man bag back there? That's my man bag. And we start, do the parks or whatever, and then a couple hours, 3 hours, we'll stop, and we'll just sit and relax in one of the. That's one thing I love about Disney is they don't like you can go into one of their restaurants and just sit there at the table, one of the outdoor ones. I shouldn't say one of the the resort ones, but like at the parks, and they don't even frown. You can sit there, and if you get a hot dog, and if you're bringing in the coconut sandwich, you want some mustard. There's condiments all over the place. So that's a good thing about it. Maybe that's why everyone else is paying for that. This is Baloo, Play-Doh. All right, let's head back over this way, man. No, it's in the low 70s. Maybe 73 or something. Let's see. Is swimming through? Yeah, everything. Well, these are the Disney resorts, but even the resort we're staying at, Your internet, your pools are all included. Your weight room usually. You pay for the games in the arcade. The thing that's deceiving, Florida, a lot of resorts in Florida, which is one of the reasons I do Airbnbs, charges you a resort fee, which I think is absurd. They say the pool and the internet's free, but you pay a resort fee, so you're actually paying for it. So you got to be careful when you book a room if it's not. Make sure that the resort fee is included or they're not adding it on because some of them are pretty substantial. But yeah, the swimming is, and most of these pools, Larry, are all our pool, all the places we stay so far this year, and all the Disney pools are all heated. So we'll swim on a 58-degree day. The toughest part is getting out of the pool and trying to walk back to your room. The water in the pool's fine. The sun is nice and strong, but just it's the air. If you get a cold day, like today's very warm, so this will not be an issue. Let's see what we're doing here. This looks like this for t-shirts later.
Yeah, that's so cool. Do you know the temp today?
Like the outside temp? Yeah. I think it's 72. That's what I saw earlier. 72 to 75. And the pool is more nice and heated.
Oh, beautiful. That's it. You guys,
And there's not a cloud in the sky.
I know that's a change. It's been cloudy the last.
Yeah, it's been cloudy, so today we're happy the sun is shining.
Well, there's a lot more people in the pool too. I've been walking. Well, have a good day. Thanks. Larry, I'm trying to send you. Maybe our minds can link up the warmth your way. I mean, look at that sun. Can you see the sun up there over Balu's head? Okay. Okay, said hello, Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. If not, let me say hello again. Let's save some money wherever we can. Well, we were doing the math. It's funny. 22 times the park, 4 sandwiches. Now, that was just us. When our kids came down, that doubled. But so that's 4 times. Let's round it off to 20 because I don't feel like doing that. That's 4 times 20, right? That 80 sandwiches so far we've made minimum. A minimum sandwich in the Disney World is going to cost you $10. Doesn't include drinks or anything. So, figure out we've already saved $80. So it's not a tiny amount. Now, of course, you're paying for the food at the grocery store. I'm not saying we're getting handed. We don't go out and kill a pig or a turkey and make our own sandwiches, but man, oh man, this music. This is really funny because I was so worried at the Polynesian that they usually pipe in the music, and it was great. I come here and I can't go anywhere. They have all these, see that green thing on the ground? Outdoor speakers everywhere. So this is probably the last part of our park over here. Well, that's the thing. I don't know, Larry, if you like cold water. We go up in Maine and I won't go in the water. As long as the pool's heated, I have no problem with the air temperatures. I mean, I'll take the walk from the pool back to the room as long as I can sit. And usually we're hovering in the pool for a couple hours. So, all right. So this is probably the last row. If we can, let's see. Did we get down there? Yeah, that build. I don't think we hit that building in the corner. 70s. When they 26. When they showed up for the first New York City Marathon and run around Central Park 4 times. Okay, those will all happen in 1970, which seems recent to me. It's really funny how the 70s and 80s just seem like it was yesterday. And this was the first game I ever bought. It was a family gift one year when I got a job. And I started to Pong. You was go undefeated and win the Super Bowl. Yep, remember that too. How many of you have ever played Pong? Very simplistic game with 2 paddles and just knock a ball back and forth across the screen. So that one is, this is interesting, bicentennial. Okay. So we're now in the last section, which would be the last decade. They don't seem like they were in exact order. (1976). Bubblegum great 70s pop. America celebrates its bicentennial. Barbara Walters joins ABC as first woman to co-host network news. All right, so that's the last section right there. You see the mood rings again. That resort, as Lorraine pointed out, that resort, I guess, was supposed to be an extension of the decades over here, and they stopped and they went with a whole different theme. In fact, I'd like to do a live and walk around that. That's called Art of Animation. Okay. Right across there is a bridge that divides the two. That thing in the middle is our Skyliner, which is our gondola. You know, let me even see, which will probably is going to end it right at the station. But let me see if I can actually have a signal and show you the ride back on the gondola. Why don't we try and get the Skyliner in here? You can see the view and get kind of an idea where we're at. So if you want to just stick with me a little while longer, you'll get to see a aerial view of some of the resorts. Now this goes to a central station at Caribbean Beach, and then you switch. You can either get on a Skyliner that go to Epcot, or you can get another Skyliner that goes to the studios, which is where we had to park our car today, as I explained earlier. Okay. Larry, you don't get any days at all, even during the peak summer? Okay, it's a Skyliner. Yes, where are you? I have to get on the Skyliner. I might be taking this trip myself. So Disney World is very expensive. There are ways to cut your costs way down. And you should do a lot of research. I keep telling people that. Don't treat it like just a Six Flags or something like that. And really do your research. You'll cut down the lines. I don't know how parents do it nowadays, like with a family of four. We're in the parks. They're in these lines. The big rides are all 1, 2. I saw one yesterday for 3 hours long for a 30-second ride or a 1-minute ride. And then when that's done with, they're going to the next ride, and the kids have meltdowns. It's cost them an arm and a leg. I mean, the funniest t-shirts I saw, which a lot of couples are using now, is a woman's got one that says, best day in the world. Best day in the world. And the husband's got one saying most expensive day in the world. That's about the size of it. Oh, I've been corrected. Best day ever. See, even though she's way back there, I still get caught. I figure out what's the entranceway. Oh, you look like there's no one in line. Oh, that's exit. Okay, that doesn't help. Come on, Nance. Nance. Just got to finish your typing. So that's the Pop Century from afar. Good on. Yeah, over at the Caribbean. We have to walk a little bit once. Oh, we got a detour. Yeah, I think we're not gonna ride this one. All right, nice. All right, we're trying to debate where we're going here. So here, most of these have really cute scenes from the scene. Yeah, can I have a clear one so I can film? They have some with, I don't know what you call it. What do you call those things on the side? Thank you very much. All right, so there's a haunted mansion right here. This side's more interesting. What's the top side of the dance? There's a show. It's Winnie the Pooh. I'm not even sure. Hopefully, I'll be able to keep the signal going. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of walking. Anytime we do Disney, it's a ton of walking. We do condos through Airbnb. It's probably the cheapest way to do anything down here.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Top Century Resort and Disney's Art of Animation Resort. We are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Disney's Hollywood Studios and Epcot International Gateway.
Okay, so we're going on
We
the
are
right
now
side.
driving over Hourglass Lake. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the most magical flight on Earth.
Okay, on the right side is your Pop Century, which we just walked all around. Left side, we'll try and do that another day, is the Art of Animation. You can see the theme is Disney's cartoons, and as we're going by now, you could see on the end, is that Ariel, Nance? What's that one on the end? I think that's supposed to be the Ariel one. Yeah, you can see the. I mean, if you want to splurge, these resorts are great. If you want to come down more often, it's like a cruise ship. Go on that on this area. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, could someone give us a thumbs up if you could still hear and see? Under 100, that's an awesome price. We were just saying about the Hammond Victoria 3 to 500. 3 better. Yeah,
In
if you
just
get
a
off.
few moments, we will be arriving at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. All passengers must disembark or transfer at this station. We hope you enjoyed your journey, and thank you for flying the Disney Skyliner.
Like I said, Larry, you can cut costs way down. If you go the off season and you stay off site, you can bring it for under $100 a night. And they're not bad places. All we look for is a clean place. That's a Caribbean right there. It's a big place. I'm not sure what the hotels are in the background. Is that the Riviera, Nance?
Yeah.
Right there? Okay, so that's a Riviera. That's an expensive one. That's more the high. This is what they call a moderate. So it's the cost is a step above what we just toured. The one in the back is a higher end. Okay, I'm coming into the station. So I guess, Nance, this is a good time just to sign off, huh? Okay, so So I think this is coming to the station. This is where we'll sign up.
Please remain seated until the
Yes.
doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for
Talk to
flying
me
with us.
before you book your Airbnb. I hit some of the tricks I learned.
Hasta que las puertas se abran automáticamente. Al salir de la cabina, por favor, cuide sus vehículos, tenga sus pertenencias y observe sus pasos. Gracias por volar con nosotros.
All right. Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
Thank you. All right, Nance. So we're going to transfer. Let me just show you the center of the Snowbirding have. We're going to transfer to this like central station here. So this goes to the two resorts we're just at. This goes to Epcot. This is going back to MGM. That's where we're going to be going now. That's Riviera, and that's the Caribbean. Anything else, Nancy, you want to say before we sign off?
Stay young, have fun.
See if I can switch this around.
Did you get it?
Yeah. Okay, say it now.
I said, stay young, have fun.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.